Oh, praises to Haya, sure, Haya, by Shem Shaya Walk. This is Shabar Israel, and today I'd like to speak about several prophetic dreams and visions of the Messiah. There was a total of 5, but I'm just going to speak about 3 of them. I appeared in a backyard, and next to this backyard was a gulf in between, and on the other side was a set of apartment buildings. I saw the Messiah there in the body that he is in now, and he was wearing the same thing when I first met him. It seems like he was drying his clothes or trying to warm up some food on a barbecue grill, and as I stated, he's a homeless man down here. He awoke out of sleep from heaven down here about 7 years ago, and as a homeless man, and he was in this woman's backyard. It looked like a condo or something like that. It looked like an apartment building, but much fancier, maybe townhouses or something like that, condo. Nevertheless, the woman said, "Sir, can you please leave from my backyard?" And I appeared. I asked the Messiah, "Can I come join you?" And he told me what he had to eat. And I left from the side that I was on, and I came and joined him. And I said, "You don't have to sit outside. You can come with me." So he was smiling, and we got up, and we proceeded to walk up some stairs, and the building started to glow, and there was a door wide open. And after that, the scene changed, and I appeared in a large room, big enough like an auditorium, big enough to hold a bunch of people, hundreds of people, and they were dressed in all black, even myself. And a particular song started playing by a deceased artist by the name of Aliya. "Are You That Somebody?" And I began to dance, and all eyes began to look at me. It was as if we were dressed in black for a funeral. It was a funeral, and then it ended. So that was the first 2 dreams. And the next night, I had a dream. I appeared in a white robe in a car, and the Messiah was driving this car. And it seemed like we were on a empty street, a bunch of houses, and he was glowing, and it was 2 sodomites. They were Hebrews, and we got out and we went and followed them, and the Messiah began to fight them, and he hit one so hard that the sodomite flew into the other room. That is how hard he hit him. And I asked the Messiah, I said, "Wait, don't kill him." And he didn't at that moment. And so after that, we went outside, and one of the men was a tall man, and he had a mark in his head, and he was making his statement that he wasn't a homosexual, he wasn't sodomite and everything, but the shorter man was. And I didn't see the shorter one after that, but the other one left, and then it ended. So with the first dream, I met the Messiah as a homeless man on the street, and he had on the same thing that I saw him about 3 years ago that I saw him in, and I took him in as a homeless man. I opened up my door to him, or my home, and so the door in this particular dream, the door was open to he and I, and he is saying that I have a door open for you now, or for me now. You see that? And the funeral that happened afterwards was the Messiah being exalted back to heaven. And so the name Aliya means to be exalted of heaven, to be exalted. So the exalted one is returning back to his estate, only to return as the king of Israel. As you can see here, this is what the word Aliya means. The next dream, as it was in the day of Sodom, Yeshaya is going to start judgment on the Sodomites of this place, as it was in the days of Lot and Noah. And how do I know this? Well, the Messiah was here when I woke up and had the dream, and he said he had the same dream 2 months ago. Most wicked Pharisees, scribes, and Sanhedrin think they know exactly how this is going to happen. But the Messiah and the Ancient of Days, Aliya, has made it clear to me that the day that Lot went out of Sodom, it could be any day, any time. And who's going to flee? Well, the Messiah told me it was him and 2 angels that came down, and they delivered Lot and his family, and they fled into the mountains. You see that? So the Most High is going to choose who he wants to flee out of this place. You see that? No man knows. I do not know. But I do know that the Most High revealeth his secrets unto his prophets, or his prophetess in this case, because it stated that the Most High showed his servant Abraham what he was getting ready to do. So all the false prophets and prophetess, men and women out there, the Most High is not going to deliver you. You see that? Whenever the Messiah does this, keep in mind he has made other statements that I am not going to comment on because it's my choice. Rightfully so. I will keep his secrets. This is what's getting ready to happen. Messiah formally returning back to his place. The Messiah, or the exalted one, and the judgment on the Sodomites, because this land, formerly Ozareth, my land, can also be labeled as Sodom. You see that? But as the judgment began, the Most High told his servant Abraham what he was getting ready to do, and he saved a remnant from Sodom, and they fled. You see that? And Yeshaya told me that he was there destroying the Sodomites. He was the one. So this is why I saw him destroying them and in the dream that I had. You see that? So the exalted one, Aliya, returns back to his throne to bring judgment on the daughter of Babylon, formerly my land Ozareth, and the remnant shall flee under the shadow of the Messiah. So those who have an ear, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. Chicago will be the first to fall. Jamestown, Virginia, the last standing. For as lightning cometh out of the east unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be, and his trial that will soon appear in the sky for all to see. And as always, watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And for those who refuse to take part in the tree of life and fly as doves to the windows, let them be unjust still. And the bride say, come, and the Spirit say, come, and the wife say, come. Yeshaya come, thy kingdom come. Amen.